Breaking news from the big city. The Mafia is at it again. A rat from their very ranks is threatening to expose all of the details of their operation, and the Mafia has sent out goons to try and silence the rat. Meanwhile, reports have been popping up all around the city of a vigilante wanting to take justice in his very own hands. Everyone in the city also has an agenda related to the Mafia and the rat. What is going on, and will we survive the night?
Hey.
Hey,
Hi. Welcome. Hey, we're Tabletop Vibes, and we're taking a look at Mafia
Blitz!
Let's go. So this is a super fun social deduction game. If you already know what Mafia is, well, this takes a fun, fresh new spin on Mafia and takes it and blitzes it into something really cool. Steven?
Yeah. So as you might have heard from a certain handsome newscaster, the Mafia Blitz is all about a rat who is threatening to expose the secrets of the Mafia.
Right.
So the Mafia is sending goons out, and their goal is to try and kill the rat. However, there is a vigilante, which is kind of like the main player of the game. It's kind of the narrator in traditional Mafia. But unlike the narrator, who in traditional Mafia just has to kind of tell a story, the vigilante here is trying to identify the goons from the Mafia, but also the rat, because the vigilante has their own agenda, which is a really great segue into all the different roles and agendas that we have.
So what it kind of changes up is that every role has its specific agenda that they're trying to achieve. So if you're a goon, you're trying to find the rat. If you're the vigilante, you're trying to find the goons. So like everybody is kind of like the whole, like everyone has their own agenda, because the cool part about this is instead of playing multiple rounds, you're playing in a blitz style, which then is just one round. Which is so great because it's fast. And then the other really great part about this is the fact that you get to choose your role. Depending on if you want to play basic characters or advanced, which we'll talk about, and however many players there are, you then put this deck together. Everybody gets it. You draw 2 cards off the top. I shuffle them up in my hand, the 2 cards. I pick one. I put one back on the top, and I pass it to the left. And then that way you kind of already know, you can kind of pick your destiny and what you want to play as in the game, which is awesome.
Exactly. And then there's 1 card to spare at the end, and the stranger gets to swap roles with that at the very, very end, just to keep kind of the randomness and the guessing going. Yeah.
So we have the drafting phase, which then everybody drafts their characters, like we just kind of talked about. And then you go into the
night phase.
Night phase.
Yeah, so the night phase, the handy thing is that the game provides you with a little script as the vigilante to read, to kind of remind everyone to go to sleep, the stranger to wake up, and to switch roles. This is just to make sure that by the end of the night phase, that everyone has their role kind of locked in and set in stone, and the stranger has exchanged with the role that they're going to be for the rest of the game.
Which then segues into the interrogation phase, which is when everybody wakes up, and then the vigilante kind of gets to ask and dive into different questions to different people where they have to tell, and everybody's either making up, I'm Capo, I'm the canary, I'm not, I'm a goon, he's a goon, and that's when all of the normal social deduction Mafia game transpires.
The vigilante is kind of conducting this interrogation with the intent of trying to suss out the goons, because the vigilante's goal is to try and shoot the goons so that the rat can be safe.
So he's going to take one of 4 different guilty cards, and he's going to place these guilty cards in front of who he thinks is the goons.
That's up to 4 depending on how many players you're playing with. So this game can be played with anywhere from 6 to 12 players. The nice thing about that is the game also provides a reference card for, with each player count from 6 to 12, it tells you exactly how many of each of the standard roles are going to be in that game. But the standard roles are just the beginning, because
it's cool.
As you kind of progress, as you want a little bit more variety, different win conditions and things like that, you can start to introduce and swap out some of the more advanced roles for the standard roles, who all have their own various win conditions.
Yeah, you have like the gambler. He has a card that like literally like he says if it's someone's going to be safe or shot that turn, if the rat is going to be safe or shot. You have the lovers. They have their 2 like token cards that like are going out. You have bodyguard. You have lookout. You have canary, the bomber. Like, so there's a ton of different characters. And then in the rule book, it just tells you, here's these characters aligned underneath here. You're going to switch out a civilian for, and then you just switch out to play more advanced cards, which do more things. One of the other guys, I think it's called the Heavy, he has mission cards. So the mission card will flip over. If he can complete that mission card, he'll win. And you can have, and the other part is awesome, is you can have multiple winners.
Yeah. So it's nice because it's a really quick game and you can play multiple rounds. I didn't win this game. I could play the next round and then maybe I'll win this time with a different role. Because every game is going to be different. You're going to draft a different card every single time. You're going to have a different win condition every single time.
Or if you like to play as a certain character, maybe you just keep picking that. Like, I really love playing as, we're either saying Capo or
Capo, yeah.
Whichever one. He has the fish card, which I love the fish card. Because like sleeping with the fishes. But you're going to give this card to somebody and be like, that's not the person you want to shoot. Look, that person's the Capo.
Yeah.
Or you're putting it to yourself, being like, don't shoot me. This is who I am. Look it, this is the fish card. That says that I'm who I am.
Yeah,
and you can be a liar or just shoot that person anyways.
Yeah, so after the vigilante is kind of satisfied with their interrogation, again, they get to really conduct the rules, tell people to be quiet, say who they want to talk, say what they want to say. It's not just kind of a open season. It's really interrogation is handled by the vigilante. So the vigilante will put out these suspicion cards amongst how many that they think that the goons are. If the goons get shot, well, then that's the win condition.
Right, exactly. But then
the goons that are safe, the safe goons,
will raise their hand.
They get to then choose someone
because they're trying to find the rat.
Comparing this to traditional Mafia, usually there's this consensus of like, okay, who do all of we as the Mafia want to kill? In this game, all of the goons get to just point at whoever they want to kill, whoever's still alive. And again, in a 12-player game, there's 4 goons.
Right.
So with the goons, they get to point at whoever they want to kill. You might get 3 goons pointing at the same person by mistake when they can't communicate about this during the night.
You just 3, 2, 1.
Whoever you think you want to do, that's who you point at.
So like it's literally like super fast and fun because it's so blitz mentality where you're playing so quickly. You get to go and do it. Like literally when we played, I didn't win. No, I think I did not. I think I lost every single time.
I just like being the vigilante, so I can be like, where is he? Where is he? Yeah.
And I was like, I'm the Capo. Don't shoot me. Look at this cool fish card.
Yeah.
Like, I still got killed because that's how my family is.
Yeah. Well, if Adam's playing a game where someone can die, Adam will die.
Yeah. I get targeted a lot. I mean, I could literally be the civilian, and people are like, Yeah. But that's just me. But yeah, we had such a blast playing it, and then because we have such a big families, like this is so easy to teach, set up, play, and play again and again.
Yep.
And then you can like let people like, hey, who wants to add some more flavor, like mission cards, delivering the packages as the delivery guy, add in the bodyguard, and like so everybody starts to take on a little bit more advanced roles that make the game even better.
And the rulebook even has some suggestions of some certain scenarios that you can play out, which, again, if you're having trouble being creative with it, if you're having trouble putting yourself in kind of this like noir kind of big city detective kind of atmosphere, it will really set the stage for you.
Yeah, they give like 6-player, 7-player, 8-player, 9, all the way up to 10 like set like examples, and they kind of give like a theme, which could also be fun for your game group to be like, guys, we're going to play out this scenario, which we did a couple of them because I just was like, this is going to be a blast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what happened because I will spoil it for you.
That's right.
Someone died. That's all. That's where it's at. Yeah. But yeah, this game is a blast. It's coming to Kickstarter super soon. So make sure you take a look at it. Again, like, subscribe, comment on your favorite gangster.
Al Capone.
Oh,
We're here in Chicago.
Yeah, I have to go with Al Capone.
Gotta.
Or Babyface Nelson.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I love the lore
of all that.
The lore. Yeah. Supposedly, don't quote me, but supposedly my grandpa was a butcher. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And when I was growing up, I lived in a house across the street that supposedly Al Capone's gangster hideout house was.
Wow.
I won't say where I live, but...
All right. Note to self, don't get on Adam's bad side.
You don't want to. Be sleeping with the fishes.
Yikes.
So yeah, let us know. This has been Mafia Blitz.
We'll blitz you next time.
See ya.